Good evening, everyone. My name is Harikrishna. I'm a trainer in Edubex Online Institute. So, basically, Edubex is an online platform that provides different online courses for the future. Like we have so and so courses like for the business administration and for the IT department, we have many courses. So, I'll be handling the Gen AI. So, like I said, I'm a BTech graduate. So, I graduated from Bachelor of Technology in Electronics and Communication Engineering. So, I have been in this industry for the past, let's say, 2 years as a trainer and as a learner. Let me give you a brief background of mine. So, after BTech, I went into UPSC preparation, like the civil service exam. I couldn't clear the exam, and I changed my career and I went into AI. So I did a certification course and then I started training. So it's been like in this training department in AI and data science for the past 1.5 years. So I've been actively involving in this sector. Today I will be, taking the class, or we'll be having a discussion, a small discussion on the Gen AI and its aspects, like different things. I'll try to cover different areas of Gen AI. Let's see what I can do and what I can offer you. We'll start. So, topic AI as the future of work, essential tools and skills. We discuss this. So, I have talked briefly about the institute. So the major concern that we are having in this time period is, will AI take over the jobs? See, historically, this kind of concerns have been happening for historical reasons. Like in the time of industrial revolutions, when the machines came into place at England, everyone was fearing, okay, will the machines take over the manual job? Will the machines take over human beings? Okay, due to the invention of steam engine, things like that. So when the machine came in at that point of, I lose my job because the machines are taking over. We trained the machines. We took over the machines. We started to control the machines. Then what happens? The jobs increased. So those who know how to handle the machines got the job. They could get the job. They could get the higher wages. Then we evolved. We human beings evolved. Then another technology came. Another technology like the computers. All right, the computers came. And we know that when the computers came, many governments were initially opposed to those kind of systems. Not only in Kerala, but also in India, many parts of the world wants you in adopting the system. So it kind of, becomes really, difficult for us to evolve around computers. Then what happened? We evolved. Those who know how to use computer survived. Those who know how to use the computer survived. They got the job. They got the job. Then internet came. He again opposed. Then what happened? Those who know how to use the internet, the coding, the IT sector boomed. The IT sector boom happened between the 1995 to 2005. Those 10 years. Those who know how to use computers, internet, coding, etc. survived. They got high-end pay. They got higher jobs. They got higher wages. So throughout the history of mankind, when we start from the ancient civilization to this period, so those who can adapt can survive. Those who can adapt well can earn well. So it's a survival of the fittest. So how can you become the fit? You can become the fit by learning the technology, by understanding the technology and use that technology. That's how you learn. That's how you evolve, and that's how you adapt. All right. So basically, what's the issue? Like we're facing our jobs getting automated, like the skills become outdated, uncertain future. Still AI can't replace many things. What are they? Like the human relationship, the creativity, the hands-on work, the human judgment, etc. So basically, what happens is that AI replaces the task. All right, AI replaces the task. But why is the AI replacing the task? Because they want to increase the productivity. Every company, every multinational company, the main aim of that company is to increase the productivity. So they are not entirely replacing the human beings. They are not entirely replacing the workforce. What they are doing is they are slightly changing the scenario. They're like, okay, you introduce this concept into the workforce, let them adapt the concept, then we can train on them. So the risk is not AI. It is not AI. The risk is not adapting to AI. No, the solutions like I discussed, there are many AI tools. We will discuss that. But the main thing is we need to adapt to AI because we need to learn AI tools. We need to build human skills around AI. Then we have to work with the latest technologies happening in AI. So, like 10 years back, AI was not the format as it is now. It was entirely different. All right, 10 years back, it was entirely different. The main thing is you have to learn the AI tools. You have to work with AI. And if you are to work with AI, you have to keep learning. You have to understand what is happening in the industry, what is happening in the AI industry. See, 10 years back, ChatGPT was not like in the form as it is now. Let's say 5 years back, ChatGPT was not the format as it is now, evolving. And finally, we know what can we do with ChatGPT. We have an idea about what can we do with ChatGPT. So these things get evolving. So we have to adapt to survive. All right. So, like I said, how to survive, how to survive in this industry. For example, let's take the example of a teacher, profession of a teacher. You're a teacher now. All right. So you're a teacher and you are, say, you're at the age of 40 or 45. So you're not looking into get into the IT field and start developing your own application. No, that's not practical. I'm not saying you can't. Yes, you can. You can do that. Anyone can do anything. That's possible. But realistically speaking or practically speaking, you are not entering into the IT field or trying to learn AI to create a high-end application or no. But you can do one thing using AI. You can adapt to it. You can in the field of teaching. So you can use AI to make your work easier. Make your task easier. Do the things easier, like in a simple way. You can make your life comfortable. Let's say I'm a teacher, so I work until let's say I work until 9 to 5 p.m., 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So it's an 8-hour job. So it's a stressful job like any other job. It has its own stresses. It has its own pleasures and everything. So when I reach back home, all right, I need to make the lesson plan for the students for tomorrow. I need to make the questions for tomorrow. I hope the connection is stable. All right. So I need to make the question paper for tomorrow. So there are many things that I need to do when I reach back to home. All right. So with the help of AI, I can do the lesson planning, the content creation, the personalized learning, the assessment and feedback, the administrative support, like draft the emails, reports, and announcement, summarizing the meeting notes, organizes the course content efficiently, like generate a parent communication email in seconds, then generate a 20 MCQs on probably max probability, then like speed, time, distance, etc. Anything. So generate a 20 MCQ based on this topic and create a 45-minute lesson plan. I upload the syllabus, then ask the AI to generate a 45-minute lesson plan on photosynthesis, like I said, it's said in this slide. So basically, AI is not replacing teachers; it is empowering students. So you can develop something like this using Gen AI. So this will make your life easier. All right. Now another example. So I'm talking about this day-to-day activities. All right. So this is like for the common people. So that how can they use this AI in their work? All right. Then there is Gen AI banking. You can create your own banking chatbot. Banking chatbot in the sense, if a customer asks you any doubt, it can quickly reply as a banking chatbot. Then you can use for fraud detection, credit risk assessment, document processing, then personalized banking, financial analysis. Then so basically, AI is not replacing bankers actually. So this helps in increasing the efficiency, reducing the cost, etc. So better customer experience. So end-to-end customer experience gets better. You can create your own, app, Gen AI app. I'm not talking about the high-end app or anything, cutting edge app or anything. You can create a simple chatbot so that it will do certain small things for you in your banking sector. So I'm just giving you glimpses of what AI can do. Then, okay, these are the main, these are the main generative AI daily life projects. I'm talking about daily life projects. I'm not talking about high-end development or anything. Simple daily life projects that you can create. You can create your own personal assistant. You can create your own study assistant, resume builder, travel planner, fitness coach, financial advisor, recipe generator, content creator, customer chatbot, document summarizer, image generator, meeting assistant, image generator. So I'll tell you one example of mine. So I have taken classes for almost 100 students, 100 plus students. So almost 100 plus students I have taken classes. And I'll tell you one thing. There was a student in my last previous batch. Okay, she does not want to study AI, like the technical part. So her requirement was simple. She just wants to make a recipe book. Okay, and how can she make a recipe book with the help of AI? So what? We gathered all the scribbled notes, the PDF and everything. We compiled it to one folder, and we kind of she kind of did it on her own. She kind of did it by herself. A recipe book with the help of AI. She used basically Gemini and ChatGPT for that. We'll discuss that later. And like one of my previous student, he was actually in South Africa, and he kind of created a malaria disease prediction system where you upload the data, and the model will predict uh, the chances of malaria happening. So things like that they did, and some of my students did the real estate price prediction for Maldives. So these were the projects. So these are the basic projects I'm talking about. So they kind of developed their own. So my question is, so if you ask, okay, can a 40 plus year old man or woman, who does not have any technical background, who does not have any background in IT, can do the projects? I'm not talking the projects, can do some stuff there. Yes, they can. There is no coding here. All right. There is no coding here. There is a little bit of idea about coding. Like you should have a simple idea on coding. Okay. You should have a simple idea on coding. What I meant by simple idea is that you should know how to give the correct prompt. I'll tell you what a prompt is. So you have to give the correct workflow. Then the AI code generating platforms. There are so many AI code generation platforms. They will deliver the code to you. You don't need to worry about the syntax and all. No, nothing. You don't need to worry about anything. You just need to know how to place certain blocks together. Okay, how to create a workflow, how to generate a prompt. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know anything on coding. There is no manual coding here. Only AI generated code. So you simply go to the coding website, you give your prompt, then the model will give you the code. Just get the output done. That's it. There is no need for manually knowing the everything. So basically, it is less coding. Like when you look at the syllabus, it is about 70 to 75% conceptual ideas and 20 to 25% coding. Only minimal coding. So if you look into that, if you are spending 1 hour to study AI, you need to know 40 minutes of concept, how to place this concept, where are this concept used. That is the 40 to 45 minutes thing. The 15 minutes you need to use the coding, but there is no manual coding. It is always AI generated coding. The coding is so simple because you don't need to know anything. Just need to know, okay, I need to put this here and that here. That's the only coding you should know, and that comes from the conceptual understanding. All right. So these are the tools that we cover in this course, like the program development, the supporting libraries, the deployment, multimodal AI, RAG, the APIs, AI frameworks, etc. I'm not going too technical into that because I'll get you bored. But understand this, although we say this is a technical course, yes, it's a technical course, surely. But it's not a coding based course, okay? The coding is very simple that you can, if you know how to use the, internet and code editing platform, that's fine. There's no need to understand the logic and everything. Just know how to, which part of the code to put where, how to debug the errors. That's the only thing you need to know. That you will get. So there was a student of mine. Actually, he was 45 plus age, Actually, he was not 45. He was actually 55 plus age. So he attended the class and he wanted to create a system. And he did not have any prior background in coding and all. But within 1 or 2 days, he was able to, show the output of a code because there was no logic, there was no manual coding involved here because we are generating the code from websites, and he was able to do that. Now, the essential tools that are required for 2026, ChatGPT, that helps you in writing the reports, research, brainstorming, learning, coding, data analysis, etc. So basically the ChatGPT, the Gemini, Google Gemini. So this is basically for, many, you can use the Google Sheets for notes preparation, Google Slides, Gmail, obviously. So ask the Gemini to summarize a lengthy Google Doc or draft an email based on meeting notes. So you can automate everything. Then there is the cloud AI. So this is the basically the is high-end web development application, the cloud AI application. So basically, what does it do? It creates your own project portfolios for yourself. Then there is Perplexity. Okay, so this is the AI coding tools. But I wouldn't say this as a coding. I would say mostly this as a workflow generation. Because the GitHub Copilot, the Cursor, the Windsurf can generate code. The Google Gemini also can generate the code. They can explain the code for you. They can find the bugs for you. They can suggest the improvement. They can write the documentation. They can convert one programming language into another. So many things that they can do. You don't need to know how to code. Just need to know how to give the command, how to give the prompt. Yes, I'll tell you what a prompt engineering is. You see, AI is like a kid, a child. You need to make the child do everything. You need to make the child do everything. How do you do that? You make the AI do everything for you through prompting. What do you mean by prompting? You are communicating with a model. You are communicating with a model. You are communicating with an AI model. And prompting is the strategy that you communicate with the AI model. So through prompting, we can make any model do anything through the correct prompting. So you need to know the right questions to ask to an AI. You need to know the right questions that you should ask to an AI. And if you can create a correct workflow, if you can create a correct, dynamic workflow, you can build any model, any project you can build. But you should know the prompt correct. You should know the correct prompting. There are different types of prompting, with example, without example, etc., etc. So knowing how to ask AI the right question is the most important aspect. And what skills do you need for that? You need good communication skills. You need to present the ideas. You need to explain the ideas. You need to collaborate the ideas. You need to have many things. Then you have to identify the errors, make the judgments. Then you need to be innovative while giving the prompt. So these are the things that you need to know: how to connect, where, what, when. That's the thing that you need to know. So that's basically prompt engineering is. Then another topic is fine tuning of LLM. So basically, every company, say example, Google, ChatGPT, everything, they have their own LLM model. So basically, what is an LLM model? So LLM means large language model. Okay. So basically, just think of LLM as a library, a collection of books, a collection of data. Okay. So you are accessing that library. Okay. So library means what? It's a big chunk of information, a big chunk of massive volume of data and information. That is what is a library is. So LLM is something like a library, a collection of library, a big library, a giant, huge library. So we are building something. Okay, we are building something. And when we are building something, we need to use, for example, if you are creating if you are building a book, or if you're writing a book on fiction, you don't need the books from the non-fiction. No, don't need that. You need some elements from the library. And what fine-tuning does is that it takes a pre-trained LLM model, an already existing LLM model, then we are feeding them the domain-specific data. and we get our own LLM. What I mean that, okay. So let's say I have a model. I have a model created by the Google. I have a model, any model, ChatGPT model, anything, any LLM model, any library I have. Then I have some medical data with me. Medical data in the sense, I have my, imagine I am running a hospital or I'm a doctor. So I have my medical data with me. The hospitals, my hospitals, let's say my hospital name is Harikrishna Hospital. Harikrishna Hospital's standard operating procedures, how to admit a patient, how to prescribe the treatment in my hospital, how to bill. All right. So these are things that I have. What I do, I take the model, I take the Google or any model, I provide the model with my data. All right. My domain specific, my data. Then what will happen? This model will become a medical LLM model. Let's say, I hope you understand. Now, let's say I have a normal chatbot with me. Okay. Now, normal chatbot with me. If I give the chatbot legal, legal data like the judgments, like the case files, the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, the IPC, Indian Penal Code, the different penal codes of different states, the different laws of different states, and I make feed those data to the chatbot, and eventually the chatbot will become a legal chatbot. Same for the example of human resources. If I feed a chatbot or LLM model with company policies, business administrative strategies, etc., it will become an HR chatbot, a human resource chatbot. You will see different chatbots in your day-to-day life. For example, when you go to the Flipkart, Amazon, or any online purchasing platform, what you see, a chatbot, you see a chatbot. And how do these chatbots are developed? They are developed by taking an LLM model and feeding it with, the company's data, the company's purchasing data, the product data. So you take an LLM, you feed the data, then you get a fine-tuned LLM model. Now, like I said, see, so this is basically about adaptability. I hope you get my point. Like you can develop anything. You can develop your own small projects, big project, large project, everything. But the basic is you need to know what's happening behind the scene. And Edubex provides that. We provides an opportunity to understand what's happening under the hood. I mean, like how this functions. How can I create my own, chatbot? How can I create my own Gen AI application? How can I create my own agentic AI? I'll guide you through that. We guide you through that. The Edubex Academy guide you through that, so that you can create your own, your own ideas. You can implement your own ideas. You may have an idea, you don't know how to implement it. That by the end of this course, you'll get an idea how to implement those ideas, or you can implement those ideas. There are many people, like there are students from the age of 20 to the age of 55 to 60 who have attended my classes. There are teachers who have attended my classes. There are lawyers who have attended my classes, and there are people from the IT sector who want to change their domains have attended the classes, and they have successfully completed the classes. So basically, human adaptability is the key. The question is no longer how will AI affect my career. No, that's not the question. The question is how can I use AI to become more productive and valuable. So those professionals who thrive in 2026 and beyond will be those who combine the AI tools with unique human strength. What are those unique human strength? People to people communication. I'm conducting a session for you. So that's human communication, that people communication. I'm trying to connect with you. Let us take the example of AI. I can generate a AI video and show it to you. So that will not make any sense. You will not be connected to me. Of course, I'm a human being. I'm taking the class. You are connected with me because I'm present. I'm in live with you. I'm in front of you. That's why you are connected with me. So the future doesn't belong to AI alone. It belongs to people who know how to work with it. All right. How to work with the AI. So, like I said, we'll be covering different aspect of the course. Like these are the technical parts. All right, and at the end of the course, you'll have a clear idea on how to create, how to use Gen AI to your, if you aggressively follow the class, you can develop your own system. So actually, together, so like I said, together we can create something really beautiful. So, we are offering a scholarship for those who are interested. So making quality Gen AI education feasible for all learners. So our course is so feasible that everybody who has a interest, everyone who has an interest in learning Gen AI can use this opportunity, because our goal is to make this course feasible to everyone. All right. So I hope that is clear, and I hope I presented the topic in a good manner. So I tell you one more thing. So there is like 16 slides here. Okay, this is me. All right, the person who you are seeing in this image is me. I created this 16 slides without using MS Word, using ChatGPT, using Gemini, and it took me 45 minutes to do it. All right, I created these slides using 45. See, basically I'm a IT professional, so I don't need to prepare the slides and all. But since I was a beginner at this thing, and yet I could prepare the slides in 45 minutes, like this images, this thing. Okay, this all done through prompts. Image was that, okay, I take the image of my, I should look worried. Okay, my face expression should be the expression of a worried person, like a person who is sad. Okay, then I give the content. Okay, the topic is, will AI took over my job? So that's the topic. So generate your points and present it in the form of an image. So this entire slide, like the 16 pages, almost took me 40 minutes to prepare everything. So I can change the color, I can redesign it. So anything, I can add more quotations, more motivational quotes, etc. These are all AI generated image. Nothing here is real image. These are not screenshot. Okay, this, all of these images are AI generated images, including this. This is not designed image in, what do you say, that thing, Adobe Photoshop or anything. These are not Photoshop or anything. These are purely AI generated content. And this almost took like 40 minutes to generate the content. So that's how advantageous AI can become if you use it wisely.
Hari, you told you have generated this one using AI. Can you tell us which tool you used to generate this kind of a beautiful presentation?
So I generated this presentation using the ChatGPT, and so I created, first of all, I created the content. Okay, so this was the content. So the daily life different projects that you can create using Gemini. So they have given me different project ideas. Now, what I did, I kind of made it as a spider web kind of diagram and generate the image using main heading only. And after that, it created me this image. All right. So like that, in the case of last example. So these are basically all generated using AI. At the end of the thing, I asked the AI to create me a poster about this thing. It created me a poster. Then finally, I blue color and I asked the AI to change the color. And finally, it created me the poster. I hope that was useful. So if somebody wants to ask me anything, you can ask.
If you have some doubts or some points to be cleared, you can discuss with Mr. Hadi. He'll be happy to help you.
Good evening. My name is Sunil Kumar. Hello.
Yes, audible.
Yeah. See, sir, actually, I'm a consultant. I'm a retired person also. I'm 60 years. I know generally these AI tools I know, but what I'm asking is you are this LLM
yes,
and all. Your LLM.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Only you are this LLM. Similarly, this your chat. Generally, I'm using
yes,
ChatGPT, Gemini, all
sir.
these tools I'm using
Yes, sir.
actually. Prompt I'm making report corrections, all this one, even animation and all you can do. Only thing your LLM and all, that and all we know how this meeting assistance, such things and all, no, that I'm more interested actually. Okay. Some personal assistant using AI and we multitask if we are able to do with AI and all that I'm interested actually. Okay. which tool we have to go for it? That's why I'm interested.
For that, you have to create multiple tools and integrate them. So that's like a 15 to more than that's like in a half-hour session.
Okay,
So
okay.
You have to integrate multiple things. You have to download an LLM model. So you need to create a project of your own. You need to integrate those tools and work it on your own. So that's actually one of the applications of GenAI, a multitask agent, where you download an LLM model. Actually, you have to subscribe an LLM model. Let's say Gemini or Cloud AI, you have to subscribe an LLM model. Then you have to take the API key of that model. Then you have to build a project. Like you have to give the prompt and build the project. Then you have to deploy it. Then it can be done.
Okay. That detail and all you can just explain, sir, actually. Okay. That I'm more interested. Okay. Thank you. Similarly, all tools, basic application, I think you just gone through it actually. Different tools, what application we have to do. No? See, LLM, this cloud and all. Cloud actually what it provide and all that detail also I'm interesting actually, Okay.
Okay. Sir, thing is,
Harikrishna.
Okay. Yes.
I have a query. Is there any provision for sharing of the slides?
Yes.
You have to do it definitely. Then we can go through it. In such a case, doubts may arise, and then that can clear. Okay. So it will be convenient if you share the slides.
Yes. The academics will share it with you, sir.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So
this slide
sir, Sunil, sir. Basically, cloud is used for AI integration, like the generating the code. So I'll tell you what. There's this thing called Visual Studio Code. So it's basically a code editor. You don't need to type the code or anything. It's a code editor. What you do is you download the LLM model, you integrate that with the Visual Studio Code. Then you generate your own, code or project or anything. So the model does the things for you, but you need to know what to do when. That's the purpose of Cloud AI. So Cloud AI is basically it's mainly used for AI integration and for code generation, so that you can build your own projects. So, but it comes with a cost of actually. You need to subscribe. You need to use the Cloud AI. It will almost cost like per month, and all right. It will cost around like $20 per month. Cloud AI, it will cost around like $20 per month. And what happens is that you can integrate that within your computer. In your VS Code, you can integrate the Cloud AI as an extension, and you can build your own projects. All right. Is there any more doubts you want to clarify?
The procedures to be adopted for the subscription of language, that also you have to describe. Okay. For the subscription of language, I think there will be some procedures. Okay.
LLM model. You're talking about yes. No, actually, you need to use it, subscribe. You can subscribe using your Google account and your billing details. Okay, it's an official account. So plus your billing account, then only you can subscribe the LLM models. You can use actually for learning purposes, for demonstration purposes. I'm talking about learning the purposes. You don't need to use the actual LLM model. You can use like the alternative models that I can tell you. But if you are building like the final project you are building, you can use the original versions. Otherwise, you can for demonstration purpose and learning purposes, you can definitely use the alternative models that
are. You mean demo models? Demo.
Yes, sir. For learning purposes, because this will be a 3-month course. For learning purposes, I can't expect you to pay this much money for the original model. That's not feasible. I'm saying not feasible. But for learning purposes, you don't need that. To understand the concept and to implement the concept, you don't need that. But for building your final project, like the one that you want to do with Gen AI, you need to subscribe that, because then only it will provide. But I don't recommend subscribing it in the first month itself, because you are learning the learning processes, and once you are thorough with the concept, everything that we'll discuss, then you can subscribe it confidently. With confidence, you can subscribe the models.
And should we need any technical background for doing all this?
No. Just the technical things is like no need. You can understand it.
Okay.
Only thing is you need to access. You need to have access to a laptop. That's only required.
Okay.
I'm Anjana. I'm a retired superintending engineer from the irrigation department on the last February, and I'm now thinking about the scopes about this AI tools and all, and what can I do after my retirement to act as a consultant or something like that. I was in the Kerala State Irrigation Department for the last 30 years and recently retired. And so I am thinking to do some other consultancy or something like that using this AI. So I need to study about this different tools that can be useful for me.
So Anjana, ma'am, you can actually there's actually a project called disease classification prediction for crops. Like
what classification?
Disease prediction. Like sometimes when you look at the leaves of a crop, you can predict whether this disease will happen to the leaves, something like that. So there are like you upload the images of different things, and you can actually create a model for predicting the crop productivity, the rainfall, weather prediction, weather forecast, things like that. You can actually build your own model. Well, in the class we will be discussing about the demonstration models. Like we will put on so everything you need data. Okay. So while building a, let's say, example of rain forecast model. So for rain forecast model, we will already have a available data, because from the internet we'll get some data or predefined data. We'll create a model and test it our own. So if the prediction works, we'll build it with actual data, like the data from the like the official sources we try to do. So that then you can build your own rain prediction. I'm not talking about rain prediction in general. You can predict anything. Okay, whether this crop will have this disease when you look at the images of certain crops, things like that. So that all.
I'm basically a civil engineer. Worked for the last 30 years in the irrigation department, Kerala State Irrigation Department. My basic subject is civil engineering. So connected with this, I have any scope for this using this AI. I'm also thinking about that.
Okay, can you do one thing, ma'am? Can you please connect with me on a personal note? Then I can clarify.
Okay.
That will be fine.
Okay. I'll contact Devika. I'll contact Devika and can connect you. Okay, sir.
Loss of percentage in rainfall nowadays, irrigation sector is to be revamped and and redesigned. Okay.
Yeah.
The entire India is going to face severe what we call drought situations, which may be directly and indirectly affecting the cultivation. Okay.
Yes.
So your experience would be used for redesigning those activities. Okay. And these tools will be actually empowering you.
Yes, sir.
I'm doing something with the water conservation area. Okay. So we could have a close discussion. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Yes,
okay.
So I think it's time to wind up the section. Before that, let me introduce the courses to you. We have one course which is the Gen AI for beginners. So that's the course that you will require for.
Hi Hari, sorry to cut you. Is this session finished, and is there any session left today?
No. This is the last session.
No, sir. Thanks a lot to each one. Thanks a lot for the participation.
Will you provide any module or use cases or any other study materials right now?
No, right now we'll be providing the slides and the that will be provided.
You can always write to us at hr@edubex.com, sir. And we are ready to provide you with any materials required. And we also will be coming up with orientation classes on account of the courses we are coming up with. So please keep in touch. And please note the mail address also.
Thing is, we are having this course called Gen AI for beginners. So I think that's the course you are looking for completing your activities or projects or whatever. So that will be the course that you are looking for. It is called the Gen AI for beginners. So Devika, we are our own, academic instructors to guide you with that. And when you go through the, they'll guide you. And if you want, you can connect with me. I mean, they'll give you the details to connect with me, so we can talk one-to-one and discuss the possibilities. So I hope everyone has, enjoyed this session, or the session was informative. But that's what I believe. So if you can go through it, if you can put your 3 months of effort. So if you can put your 3 months of effort and practice, you can build something that is unique for you, like that is good for you, that can be aid you, help you in your day-to-day life or activities as an hobby. So you can do it for your profession as a hobby or anything. You can implement those things. So what the course we are providing is Gen AI Beginners. So I'll share you I will not share the slides. The academics will share you the slides. And if at all you have any doubts regarding the course and everything, what it does, you can always connect with me, and they will give you the contact details. So I hope everyone has a wonderful session. So I couldn't take the questions of everyone. So because due to the lack of time, I couldn't do that. So I'm sorry in case I missed some of your questions, and some of the questions were not audible, like the case of Justine. I didn't hear that questions properly. So if you have any doubt, please connect with the academics. I'll reply to you. So I hope you had a wonderful session. So we'll meet again in the next orientation class if you are interested to join the course. So thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you, Hari. It was indeed a wonderful session. Thanks a lot for the communicating with the team, and we had a very interactive session too. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hari. Thank you, team.
Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks.
Good night. Good night. Good
Thank
evening.
you.